Hello again. Time for another song of the week. Can you believe that we've already made it to 40? Appreciate you tuning in and staying with it. Hope that you'll share it with others. Time really flies. I'll be coming around to myself again. This week I'll be featuring a song that I wrote on July the 30th, 2016. The name of it is The Train Home. Working a job on the locomotive, I noticed the sun would rise up on the east, and the track that we worked out of the yard on run parallel to a bank, an embankment on the other side there. And when the sun would come up, the reflection of the train would be over here to my right. And so I recorded that one day, and as I often am, I'm stimulated visually by things to write songs, and I was thinking about that train, the reflection of it, or the shadow of it on the embankment, and it made me think of a ghost train. And so I sat down and wrote this song to pretty much go along with the video, which the video doesn't appear until the last minute or so, somewhere around there in the video, so stay tuned for the entire video to get to see that footage. But I built the story about around that train that was, the shadow of it was on the bank. I used some other video footage that I found elsewhere of a train ride. You can kind of tell it's kind of fuzzy there, but you notice what's going on in the video. And the story is about a man that goes to the beach with his family, and a little boy is drowning nearby, and he goes out to save him. And tragedy strikes for both of them, and they find themselves on the train ride home, the final train ride. And so it's kind of a lengthy storytelling song, but I believe you'll enjoy it if you like these types of tunes. So we appreciate you joining us once again, and subscribe and like and share, and we'll appreciate it. Until next time, may God be with you.
He didn't know where it was heading, didn't know where it had been. He didn't see it coming when it stopped to pick up him. He didn't have a ticket, but he climbed aboard. The conductor led him to his seat, then he exited the door. He was seated beside a boy not more than 5 years old. The boy asked, "Are you my father?" The man replied, "No." He looked up at him and said, "Sir, all I've ever had is my mother and a home without a dad." The boy told him about his mama and how she cared for him. He spoke of where he lived and the place where they would swim. He said the last time that he saw her, she was reaching out her hands, how her eyes were open wide and water where he couldn't stand. The boy said, "I've never seen her look at me that way before." he began to cry. His little heart was torn. The man reached over and wiped the tears from his eyes. He said, "Son, I'm here to listen. Everything's gonna be alright." The little boy said, "Sir, I'm so happy that you came and that you sat beside me while riding on this train." The man put his arm around him and pulled him near. He began to remember and understand how and why he was here. He was on vacation at the beach with his family. He looked to his left when he heard a lady scream. She could not find her son. The tide had pulled him away. That's when he swam over to help look for him that day. He remembered going under and not coming up again. He looked again at the little boy as a chill overcame him. He may have not been able to save him from the sea, but he was doing what he could to comfort him on the train to eternity. He now knew where they were heading and where he had been, although he didn't see the train coming when it stopped that day for him.